Well, it's the end for me for this time. I will not compete anymore. So let me tell you the story. 8 years ago, when I was 23, I started something completely new, which was calisthenics freestyle. To be honest, I felt like I was getting into it pretty late for a sport so demanding, but I took a dive into it, not really knowing what it would lead to. Back then, I had a lot of doubts about myself and I wasn't really sure if I could do it. I mean, it was sometimes that even just a single pull-up seemed impossible for me. But despite all that, I kept going and I pushed through those doubts, and at the same time, I felt pretty fast that this is something for me. Another big reason why I stuck with the sport was my boyfriend Daniel. He was there from the very start. He pushed me, he believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself. His support meant the world. It's one thing to try something completely new, but it's another thing to have someone by your side who believes in you. We thought it would be fun to document our journey on social media. We didn't have any grand plans or ambitions for it. We just wanted to share our ups and downs, our success and our setbacks. I mean, it was pretty casual. We just wanted to keep track of our progress and hopefully we could inspire a few along the way. Looking back at it now, I can really see how much I've changed. I've become so much stronger, but not only physically, but also how I see myself and how I believe what I can do. I've learned that it's never too late to start, and the biggest obstacles are the ones that you put in your own way. I've been lucky enough to inspire thousands of people through my journey, and not only in the calisthenics community, but also in the wider fitness world. I wanted to demonstrate that if you really want something, you can accomplish it no matter what. And the results of this has been that I've received so many messages throughout the years from you guys telling me that I inspire you or I've changed your life to the better. And this gave me even more motivation and more energy to do even better. Your support and engagement have meant the world to me. We have built something special, a community that is all about trying, failing, getting back up and trying again. I have always said that I'm here to inspire, to write history and to leave a legacy. And I believe that I've done all that. The reasons I'm quitting with competitions with a short answer would be because it's time. But I will give you more than that. From the first day when I started with calisthenics freestyle, I said to myself that one day I will be the best in the world. And now, with the results in my hands, I've not become the world champion once, but twice. I've competed against the best athletes around the world and I've won. I have reached all my goals and I've surpassed all my limitations and doubts about myself, and I feel like I have nothing more to prove on the competition stage. A quote that comes in very handy here is the quote that I have tattooed on my spine, which is, "My biggest enemy is me and even I can't stop me." And then we have the business side. I want to put more focus into it because before, my number one priority was always to prepare for competitions. For example, during trips, during work like photo shoots or video shoots or content or work in general, I have always had my training for competitions in my mind and as my number one priority. Almost like an excuse to save my power and energy for my trainings. And this has made my business suffer a bit. And then, as many of you guessed already, kids. Well, in the near future, we want to build a family and we want to have kids. But for now, our 100% focus will be on building a bright, safe and stable future. But I will still train like a maniac because, well, I'm addicted to it. And calisthenics has not only been something I've been competing in, it's also my passion, my freedom, my therapy. It's my lifestyle. I will still attend different events and competitions to be there and support my friends and teammates. If I get the chance, I will be very open to do some performances. This was a really hard decision for me to make with a lot of mixed emotions. I always say that I have the athlete syndrome. I don't know when to stop. How do we know when to stop? I love the feeling of working hard in the gym every single day, all the hours I've spent in the gym, facing all the fears, all the obstacles and all the setbacks. And then at the competition, to perform better than you could ever have imagined, to get the results and the goals that you worked so hard for, to stay as number one on that podium, it's an unbeatable feeling. This is my choice. I'm choosing this on my own terms. There is no injury that made me stop or that I'm scared to do the skills and tricks anymore. And this has made it a little bit easier to make this decision and to take the next step in my life. I have learned a lot of things during this journey. First of all, that I am so much stronger, both physically and mentally, than I could have ever imagined. I haven't really spoken much about this openly, but I didn't have the best childhood, and that is what my bad confidence and a lot of my self-doubt comes from. The trainings and especially the competitions was kind of a way for me to escape the reality and to see that I am good enough, because I didn't get a lot of... And that was something that I was missing during my childhood. Before I learned to really love myself, I was so hard on myself, and if I didn't win a competition, that was the end of the world for me, and again I felt like I wasn't worth anything. But when I won, it was like it was a receipt of that I was good enough. And why I'm starting to cry now is not only because I'm talking about my childhood, but also because I will miss these feelings so much. And if you're not a professional athlete, you probably think I'm so stupid right now, but if you know, you know, and if you can relate, you can relate. I've already gone through this with Daniel. We made this decision together, of course, because it's about our future. And I've cried a lot already. But yeah, I think it will take some time to accept this. So what I've learned is that the trophy is not the only receipt of me being good enough, but it's also about trying, failing, trying again, never giving up, and enjoying every single step of the way. What I've also learned is that it's never too late. I started this sport, like I said, when I was 23. I'm now 31, which makes me the oldest female in the game, but I'm still there on the top, showing that anything is possible. Age is just a number, as long as you have the determination and the discipline. Will I ever compete again? Well, we will see. Who knows? Maybe after becoming a mom, if my body allows it. Although I don't think it will be in the freestyle category, but I do have some thoughts about the future and training another discipline than freestyle. For example, weighted cali, like street lifting, weighted pull-ups, weighted dips. But I feel like I will never leave calisthenics because, well, it's my life. My plans for now and for the future, to be specific, YouTube. I will post more on YouTube. I already have this channel that I've had for many years now, but I haven't been active due to my competitions. The content here on YouTube will be, of course, still training and fitness related. I'm not sure yet exactly what kind of videos, but I hope that you will stay here with me. Another plan would be the teaching. So clients and coaching in general, it will be programs, it will be courses, but also I have another YouTube channel with Daniel, my boyfriend, Cali Expert, and on that channel we're focusing 100% on teaching, such as follow-along workouts or tutorials. And then we have content creation in general on my other social media platforms. Now I will focus a lot more on doing different types of content that is not only focused on the journey to my competitions, but now I will have more room for example, challenging myself in different sports or random challenges. And with that said, here is to 8 years of calisthenics competitions, to overcoming doubts and to never giving up on ourselves. It's been quite a ride and I can't wait to see what the future holds for me. Again, I want to thank you all so much and I hope to see you in my next chapter.